Here we go. Hey, Vortex, you're back. How you been? How you been? JCast number 1. Well, I greatly appreciate that. We are just getting in to game number 2. We got ourselves some new people. I live for fun, as well as some classics. Foul Jester, Arcane Vixen. We got ourselves new players for tonight. Juna, Kristen 1. I'm Kuna. It's Linvale. Welcome, welcome. Glad we can get you guys into this game. But Vortex, how are you doing? We need to get you back into a game as well. So, hey, so is your stream pretty good? It's growing. It's growing. Know that I shouldn't be chatting at the same time as casting, but you know what? It's a bit more calm. It's a bit more calm. What is this hype? This hype is the hype. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I have... Do we have... Whoa, emo 1 included. Sub at tier 3. What? I can't even... Are you kidding me? It's trying to make me sub tier 3 to my own channel. What is going on, Twitch? You can't be doing me like this. Are you... Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah! Yeah! Tier 3 subs got the XLNC emote, babies! This is awesome. So if you sub at tier 3, you can drop that XLNC emote anywhere you like. All right. That's it. All right. Bring it in. Bring it in. Here we go. All right, Vane, Echo, and Vladimir banned away by Team Sarcasm. Whoa, 13 noobs. Jason followed on Twitter. Love the stream, Mang. I appreciate that, Mang. Man, you guys in the 13 noobs, I would be casting you tonight, but you didn't even have a game for me to cast. What's up with that? But no, I appreciate you coming and hanging out, Jason, a lot. That is awesome. Glad you're enjoying the hype. We got a Morgana, the Rek'Sai, and Urgot banned away by Team Pepega. Clap. Making sure that they take away the stronger champions. We had some discussion in the Discord earlier tonight about the fact that Urgot at 40% HP can 1v5 and still win the game if you're doing him right, which you definitely want to be doing. Also, that Vladimir ban I am particularly liking. Vladimir, at this point, I've seen him be a bit too crazy, a bit too many times. And, yeah, shut him down. Take him out of the game. He's just a bit over-tweaked. Just a bit over-healing. A little bit touch over-tuned. The Echo is something interesting. I don't think I was banned against someone in particular, but still a fairly strong champion. Great engages. Ultimates can always add some extra levels of shock and awe to the game. You get that Misfortune reference. As Godside locks in the Kha'zix for the jungle, and that's going to be traded with Pepega Clap grabbing the Shen. Most likely for support, currently sitting on that exhaust, but could be to the top side. It's a flex pick champion. Also, though rarely seen, could be in the jungle. River Shen is a thing, even though nobody plays it. Kuna grabs the Callista for the bottom lane. You can no longer get quite the execution on monsters like the Baron or the Dragon, but still fairly strong. Pairs well with Shen because you can ult him and toss him into the enemy team and then get the taunt up afterwards as well. And Kristen 1 locks in the Lux, looking like potentially support as she's sitting on that exhaust. So pretty nice, however, difficult, and this is really interesting. So grabbing the Lux into a Callista. Callista, well known for hops and dodges and being a little bunny rat bit. Did I say bunny rat? Bunny rabbit, hopping all over, and being able to land the Lux binding is a bit of a challenge to somebody with really high mobility. However, paired with the Varus, that's a different story, especially post 6. Varus' ultimate gonna chain someone, lock them down. Lux can then follow up with her own CC and then her E and ultimate afterwards as well. As Doc Shocker grabs that Shaco for Foul Jester, making sure that it's not banned away in the second ban phase, which we are starting off. As, 13 Noobs says more games coming soon. I like it. Maybe next Thursday, Pepega. That's what I'd like to see. Excellent stream, Vortex. Well, thank you so much. I try really hard to improve the content as much as possible. You also are earning a bit of XP, which means that once you... Whoop, that's the wrong thing. Once the game actually starts, you can use your points to bet on what team you think is going to win. And I completely forgot to end the betting from last game. Let me go ahead and close that out. So there we go. Completed and done. Now, once you get through picks and bans, we'll start the betting for this game. Red was the winning option last game, but nobody bet on them. They kind of came out of surprise. Well, I guess one person did. 13 Noobs Jason verbally bet on them, but didn't have the XP to actually place a bet. So there you go. Crazy Roy, 653 XP. Yeah, you rocking that XP. You definitely got a lot more than me because I actually lost about 90 XP from that last game. As we got the Kha'zix band as well as the Hecarim and Kaisa band away. Hecarim, I could see he's gotten himself a little bit of extra buffs in the 9.9 patch. Kha'zix, not really sure who's that band against, considering it's only the Vixens left. But you got double Vixen this game. It's a foxy game. Kaisa, strong, great engaged champion, really good at being able to dive in. Hey, yeah, this means 13 noobs can actually bet on a team this time around, and I'm actually going to be taking his advice into effect, or thoughts into effect, considering that he won the correct bet last game. I'm going to be checking in, seeing what he's betting on. So, the Ultimate Hacksher, you've got 32 points as well, so you can bet too. So, we just didn't want a Kha'zix. Oh, you know what? Just take the Kha'zix away because you can. Oh, and it's the Kale Mary coming out from I Live for Fun as that last pick by Pepega clap. Also, that Shaco was traded over to Foul Jester. No surprise there. Doc Shocker locking in the Amumu for the jungles. This is some really spicy stuff as Nico gets locked in by Arcane Vixen, and Vixen Ebbs grabs the Maokai for the top lane. So you got yourself some tank, you got yourself some AP, you got yourself some engage, but with that final pick locked in, we're gonna wait those 20 seconds and then open up the betting for y'all to discuss, share, and drop your bets. It's actually exclamation point bet, then exclamation point blue or red, then the number of points you want to bet. I'm sure somebody will do it. I'll probably be myself here in just a second to show you. But for the side of Team Sarcasm, we've got ourselves Godside with the Kha'zix in the jungle, Kristen 1 on the Lux support, Judah with the Varus in the AD carry role, Vixen Ebbs, you know, leafing it all to the top lane with the Maokai up there, and Arcane Vixen grabbing the Nico for the mid lane. To the side of Team Pepega clap, we've got It's Linvale rocking the Shen, the supportive role. I'm Kuna with the Callista AD carry role. Doc Shocker grabbing the Mumu for the jungle. Foul Jester on his classic, the Shaco for the top lane. Ooh, no. This might be Shaco mid lane. Ladies and gentlemen, question, Shaco mid lane or Kale mid lane? Because I Live for Fun grabs the Kale as well. Considering that it's the Ignite, I'm going to assume that it's Shaco top lane, Kale mid lane, but we'll have to see. All right, here we go. We're going to open the betting. What do you guys think? We got a couple people that are referencing potentially blue side. I am actually going to bet on the red side. I know Foul Jester, I know Doc Shocker, and man, the late game Kale still has yet to receive what I would consider a really strong nerf. But I'm going to be betting against 13 Noobs Jason, which makes things even more spicy. You know what? To show my dominance as the main caster and analyst of this stream, I'm going to bet, boom, 11 points. What about that? What about that? You put 10, I put 11. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what's up. Vortex, you got 4 points. You might have to wait till next game. You get points over the course of watching the stream. You just passively earn them. We can also do a heist, though. How does heist work again? I think heist and then, let me hear. Is that how it works? There we go. Oi, XLNC has done a heist. I do want to change that. I don't want to do, it's kind of got a pirate theme at this point. I don't really want to do the pirate theme. I got to change that around. But for now, it's good enough. So, bet blue 300. Whoa. Whoa, Cody coming out strong with the 300 bet on blue side. What if you open this stream overnight? What do you mean, Vortex? Oh, no, the stream has to be going. If I left the stream on overnight and you had it up the whole night, yeah, you would earn yourself a ton of XP. But the stream has to be going for you to be earning those. But we got to talk about this game. We only got 30 seconds to do some analyzation. Beside of Sarcasm, you got that pick comp coming up from the Lux, the Maokai, got roots for days. Varus and Nico joining in with those roots as well. Kha'zix with some great assassination, but Pepega clap, look at their team fight. You got the Amumu ultimate. It's going to be tearing through everyone. Callista, as soon as she gets herself that hurricane, Runan's hurricane, is spears for days. Going to be rending people for half their health. Shen, great at taunting multiple people or trying to grab one person in particular. And then, excuse me, even if the early game goes terribly, you still got the Kale for the late game. Her damage, her attack speed, her ultimate, her everything is so good. And you know what's great? When you've got a Kale, ultimate that you can ult the person who's squishiest on your team, who's about to die. Kha'zix goes in, leaps in, says, you know what, Kalista, you're mine. And Kale says, I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. Hey! Excuse me, I just gave myself the hiccups. You kidding me? I have not done that in forever. I'm going to have to fix that here in a second. But, Ice Trainer, thank you so much. You're here watching Netflix. If you need someone to play in a game, you're available. Otherwise, you're just watching. What are you watching on Netflix, Ice Trainer? What are you watching on Netflix? So, are you Iron Man or Teemo? I'm about to be both. Alright, so this is immediately problematic. Because I can't see the key, I can't see literally anything. Trying to cast like this is gonna be absolutely nuts. Yeah, no, I don't think I can cast like this. Okay, I can see the cameras hanging out here in the mid lane. I can try to guess. You know what? We're gonna cast like this for just a minute. And I'm just gonna do my best guessing as to what's happening on screen with terrible vision. Like, I don't know if you guys own a morph suit or not, but these things are incredibly hard to see through. And so we're going to try it. Whatever you're saying in chat, I love you all. I think you're amazing. I'm going to assume that Cody said something, and there's a couple laughs and question marks, lulls and stuff. That's great. I can't see what's happening at all. You're going to also have to deal with the fact that the champions are in the wrong position because I can't move them. I don't even want to touch the mouse. We're just going to watch. However, I can Control Z and zoom out. There we go. Okay, so I can zoom out a little bit, so we can pretend like we're casting. We're looking like the jungler for the side of Pepega Clap. The Shaco's going to be starting on that blue side. Oh, we got a little bit of a, the red side. He's going to be starting on that blue buff. Jungler getting a little bit of leash for blue side. So, nice of them to help out. On that top side, Maokai going to get a little bit of a knock back. Not doing that much. He's super tanky. He's going to be relying heavily on his passive to keep himself... Oh, I forgot. It's actually Shaco top lane. I'm doing this from memory, guys. The jungler for red side is someone else. I'll remember them in a second because it's Shen in the bottom lane. I'm also using audio cues of the actual champions, trying to remember. That's why I knew that it was Shaco in the top lane, because I heard his dagger. I was like, oh wait, that's Shaco on the top side. Okay, so with the Shen and the Kalista in the bottom lane, you definitely want to hit level 2 to get your Rend stacks to come through. Lux getting a little bit of poke with her E, seeing what she can do. Varus definitely wanting to stack it to level 3 to make anything major happen in that bottom lane. And again, if you're Varus, it's okay to just farm till 6. You just farm until you hit that level 6. It's Mummy! I knew it! It's the Moo on the red side in the jungle. The camera hasn't switched to him in a while yet. He's still just going to be farming up for a little bit versus the Kha'zix. We'll see where the Kha'zix engages, but that Mummy could definitely make something spicy happen because of his long-range engage. Good poke from Nico there in that mid lane. I only say that because I heard her Q burst a couple times, and that means she had to have hit the champion she is facing. And so you know that she's actually getting a couple of those bursts off. Shaco constantly pressing Maokai into that top side, keeping up that pressure. Guys, you have no idea how difficult this is! This is so hard! I'm literally getting the most blurred vision ever, 100% tinted red. I can barely make out what our champions. The best thing in the world is actually Lux, because all of her spells are super bright, so I can see what those are. Shen going in, looking for a taunt. That's going to be the flash forward from Lux. First blood onto somebody. I don't even know who got first blood. Hold on. No, that's red side looking for a second kill. That's a double kill. Considering Varus was the one who queued there, I'm going to say that maybe the double kill happened for the blue team. I think they died. I think actually the blue team died. I think Shen got a taunt off and Kalista got some really good damage down and they got a double kill. I'm not really sure. And it's the gank at the top side. Shaco, I think, got a kill. Okay, I can't do this anymore. It was fun, but I don't want to be missing out on what's actually happening in the game itself. So we're gonna take this off so I can actually see what's happening in the game and cast it truly. It was fun for a little bit, but ooh, now I'm gonna rip all my hair out. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Morph suit and long hair do not mix, guys. Oh, seriously. I've got myself stuck. Guys, I'm trapped. I'm snared. Alright, cut all my hair off. Here we go. Swoop it back. Alright, how did I do? How did I do? Oh, the double kill was on blue side. They did get the double kill. And Varus got it too. That wasn't a bad half guess, guys. That wasn't half bad. And did Shaco pick up the kill? And Shaco picked up the kill on the top side. Alright, Mummy looking for a play in the mid lane. Doc Shocker trying to make the engage. God's side gonna be dissuading him by just a little bit, getting some of that isolation damage down. Mummy does live fine. Foul Jester playing with a touch of health on this top side, keeping things pretty spicy up there, baiting this Vixen in, seeing if the Maokai will go for the evade. Will hold on with a nice knockback. Maokai actually gets the kill onto Shaco. Great play up there. You can't get boxed if you're knocking Shaco away from his own boxes in the bottom lane. That's going to be Kalista in trouble, having to hop away. A good route by Kristen on one end, because the Kalista went backwards, didn't get the rend off to try to make a trade of that damage. Okay, I can move the champions to the correct position. Check up on chat as well, and where's that Titanic sound effect? Alright, we're gonna go back up to normal speed. Moving on. Kalista bottom lane, Shaco top lane, Shen bottom lane, Kale mid lane. Alright, good enough. There we go. Good stuff. Now I gotta check in on the chat. What's going on here? I got I got 60 points from that. Nicely done, nicely done. Betting is open. I need to close the betting so people can't cheat. Trying to do too many things at the same time. Close the betting. We'll check in with that later. Lots of lulz, memes, clips, Iron Man, move, Kha'zix one down. My guy, where like shot on what? I want this the whole game. No, I cannot cast like that the whole game. Are you kidding me? No way. No way. ZNX, too late! Too late, the betting's already closed. Betting's already closed. All right, we can actually truly cast this game now. Thank you for your patience. If you didn't find that funny, then I don't know what happened to your sense of humor. Just kidding. This is probably the only night that I'm doing this. I just thought it'd be fun to change things up a little bit. All right. So, with that double kill on the Varus in the bottom lane, things are looking really good. He's already got a bounty on his head. They're actually Kristen one. Can she find the route? She does! Kha'zix is in! Doc Shocker flashing, trying to get to the blast cone in time to escape, but he's going to be joined by Kha'zix, who flashes in to join on the chase. But Kale is there. Nice heal. Keeps the Mumu alive. In the meantime, Foul Jester making a nice outplay out of Vixen. She's going to get feared. And sorry, Maokai, but you're taken down. Those boxes just a bit too much to deal with. The Jester is unleashed in the top lane. Also has that Gunblade start, so gonna be pretty strong when Shaco decides to go in. Can follow through with those slows, chases, all that good stuff. Kha'zix invading the enemy team jungle, checking out on farm, but Moon was actually ahead a little bit on farm. So you're like spot on with my casting. Honestly, I'm so impressed that I was spot on with my casting, considering I had very little idea of what was happening. Very little idea what was happening. It was almost all sound effects. It was almost all sound effects. It might be interesting to do one completely auditorially, but I think by the time we get to the 5v5 team fights, things would go terribly if we tried to do one complete audio. So, oh, I was trying to see the commands for betting. Oh, it shows it when the betting opens. The command, it walks you through how to do the commanding. So, also, hey, 897, how you doing? I live for fun in a little bit of trouble. Kale, trying to run away. She does have that level 6, but decides to flash. And no, she doesn't have the ultimate. She's already used it. And Nico should be able to get her. There's the last touch of damage. I think an auto is what it finished off the Kale. I live for fun going down. But again, it's God mode Kale. You gotta hit that level 11 to get that ranged auto attacks, get the boost in attack speed, and then of course by the time you hit level 16, you're practically unstoppable. So at this point, it's been a nice surviving from I Live for Fun. Oh, Shaco using his own clone to make things a little bit spicy on that top side. Gonna hop over the wall. However, I don't know that he's going to actually find the engage. He's still playing with this Maokai, staying at about that 300 health, just enough to make the opponent think they can go in and get that kill, and then the boxes are alerted. And that's all that the Shaco needs. He's going to be doing a lot of recall jokes on that top side, so that Maokai has to think about going in, trying to get that jump, stop him from recalling. That's what he does. He gets into your head. It's why his stream is called Mind Games, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out Foul Jester's streams, you definitely should. He's amazing to watch. I hang out there myself, Doc Shocker, towards the bottom side, maybe looking for a jump in with that bandage toss. However, decides against it as his team is sitting underneath that turret, just getting a little bit of farm. 55 farm to 67. That double kill on Varus still coming in handy, as he's going to have a bit of an item lead. Kalista at this point, how much gold is she sitting on? Yes, 1,700 gold. She needs to back in the near future. However, with Varus and Lux both backing, they should be able to clear this wave and then give that Kalista time to recall. Maybe start that Blade of the Ruined King. We'll see what she decides to build first. Shen also going to be backing. Should be able to pick up that second part of the supportive item, that Relic Shield. There he goes, grabbing that. First Drake is an Ocean Drake. Nothing too crazy to get things started there. That regen going to be pretty nice if you're the side of Maokai getting those heals. Oh, I live for fun. Going to be in trouble. The ultimate comes out, but it's a great judgment from the Kale, and she's got the attack speed. Goodbye, Nico. I live for fun coming out with the 1v1 win. That is so good for this Kale, who did go down earlier in a 1v1 of their own. Well, had that bit of a help with that Kha'zix forcing the flash out. But the flash is still down, so Kha'zix can come and see what he can do. He's got the isolation damage. That's the Kha'zix we wanted to see last game, but didn't get to actually watch, considering he got shut down so hard over and over. So who did you guys bet on? I bet on red side, because I know Foul Jester's Shaco. I know Doc Shocker's Amumu. And I don't know, I just had a feeling the red team was winning. Plus, it was fun to just kind of counter 13 noobs Jason. Good little route onto, wait, into ultimate. Hold on, Kalista ult. The Shen taunt's gonna miss though, so he's gotta back away. Kalista getting a lot of spears in. The red's not gonna take down Judah. She's gonna get snared up as Kristen 1. Gonna pop the E. They got a lot of slows. The Q from the Varus, but there was no extra stacks to do any more damage. A spear and a slow. The flash to avoid the taunt. The binding still lands. Shen ultimate, keeping Kudo alive. The red's not gonna stop Judah. He's gonna get the heal. It's Lin Vale getting the kill to trade 1-for-1, but Kha'zix is coming in. He just picked up the Ocean Drake and now gonna feast on Shen's bones as well, topping it off. 2-1-1 his score line. That flash from Kristen 1 to find the binding onto the Callisto was so impressive. Foul just having to run away from the ultimate from Vixen in that top side, as the Maokai starting to be a little bit oppressive. Got that early part of the Spirit Visage, that Spectral's Cowl, to deal with some of the AP coming out of the Shaco. Interested in seeing if Shaco decides to build any AD as well, because some of that dagger damage can be pretty strong, especially if they're trying to get a couple extra auto attacks in. But he does rely heavily on those boxes, so binding onto the Shen in the bottom lane. However, he's getting a bit tanky himself. Decided to go with the Chain Vest at the beginning of the game instead of building anything anti-AP. Maybe trying to deal with Kha'zix, who's going to walk in. They had that control ward there, though, so they knew that Godside was around the corner. They couldn't push forward too much, and that means that the Mumu has not paid attention to his bottom lane very much at all. Doc Shocker mostly focused on this farm game and doing okay, keeping up with Kha'zix overall, but definitely a lot slower. Now that he's got his ultimate, let's see if he can do something with it, as I live for fun and trouble in this mid lane. Throws out the ultimate. Amumu is here, flashes forward. He's got the two-man ultimate. That's going to be Kale dropping extremely low, but the heal comes through in time. Double kill for Doc Shocker. That was unbelievable, and a great flash from Mumu to flash ult, because the time that it took him to cast the bandage toss would have been so long. Instead, get in there and guarantee that your ultimate's going to hit with that flash. Plus, when he flashes, it stops people from auto-attacking as well. And so, by doing so, kept the Kha'zix from killing Kale, which was basically one hit from death. Foul Jester using that ult on the top side, but that's not going to be that much. I think he had it available, and he just uses it to constantly confuse the opponent, dropping more boxes. Vixen, I'd be interested in seeing if Vixen grabs the scrying totem earlier, because those can now activate of a sword. I don't know if it's actually activating or if it's just visually activating the boxes. That's a question. It would behoove Vixen Ebbs to grab that scrying for that top side. Basically, every time you're walking into brushes, you don't know where the enemy team is at or the enemy Shaco is at. You pop one of those scrying trinkets and get that vision down. Plus, you can see any boxes that are hiding there waiting for your soul. So, Vortex. Random teams, these have been random teams. This is only game 2. We should have a game 3, and we are going to... So we're going to have a game 3, and they are random teams, so you can feel free to jump in and play as well. So, T-minus 1 level till Kale is a champion. Yeah, she's a champion now. T-minus has been completed. Kale level 11. Shaco once again throwing out that ultimate going in. The clone was targeted though by Vixen, and a good box fears away the Kha'zix. He's gonna get feared again! Foul Jester is doing it! Kale, now a champion, goes down to the turn in the mid lane, but it's only execution. 2-man ultimate from the Lux. There's too much action happening on the map. The ult to save the Shen. Once again, Kalista with that play. Beautiful stuff, but Juna and Kristen have the edge in this bottom lane. They should be able to secure the first turret of the game for the side of Team Sarcasm. And Foul Jester, what a crazy play on this top side takedown to Kha'zix as he hopped into a box. You got to fear where those boxes are. Vixen Ebbs, though, has so much healing through that passive that is not really concerned with much of Foul Jester's damage. However, now that Shaco's got these double buffs, things could be a little bit different because some of that damage with the burn of the red buff is going to stick a little bit harder. So, also, I realized just now, Vixen Ebbs is down in CS. Look at that 140 or 130 farm for Foul Jester to the 90 by Vixen. He's going to go and get a little bit of a knockback with Shen Taunt coming in. It's going to actually step underneath the turret to start things off. He's trying to get the clone to take the turret, but it was actually him who was taking the turret first. The clone going to do a little bit of damage. Foul Jester is like to tank the turret a few too many times. The clone going to chase Arcane Vixen down before popping away. Kha'zix there to defend as well. So a bit of a botched fight on that top side. Shen didn't tank it, and Shaco's clone continuously activating it so that this Shaco himself was targeted by that turret. Bit of a rough time, but Juna heads to the top side. Look at the attack speed with the Rage Blade. He's got feared, though. Is that going to be Dad Foul Jester constantly getting that fear? Blows the heal from Juna, and that Varus is still almost going down. The Shaco just needs one dagger to take out the Varus. However, he's going to clear that wave and then head back. Shaco might hop over the wall. He is. He's looking for the play. This is what Foul Jester does. You think he's recalled. The last second, he's going to walk in, throw that dagger. It's not enough damage to actually get the kill. In the meantime, Kha'zix is going to be coming in from behind. Double buff onto Foul Jester. Can he escape? He had his clone to absorb a little bit of damage. A box to absorb that, but he goes down to the turret nonetheless. So it's still shut down to Varus. That's not exactly what you wanted to do as that Shaco. Got himself shut down, though, on the Varus, which is kind of nice. Infernal Drake, second Drake of the game, started up by Pepega Clap. And with that Kale, level 12, can turn around and deal a ton of damage to these two mid laners. Kristen 1, Arcane Vixen, both coming in to defend the first tier turret, in the mid lane. Holding on. 8 kills to 9, but 1,000 gold lead for Pepega. And this is where things start to go even more in their favor. They've got the Amumu to find those multi-man ultimates. The big team fight engages. The skirmishes can go their way, but they got to keep an eye on this Kha'zix, who could very easily get away with this game, finding people in rotation through those skirmishes. So something to keep eyes on is stuff like this control ward sitting in a brush. If you can't keep vision on your side of the map, they're going to know where you're going and where they can put pressure, like Kha'zix on this top side jungle, taking away some of Amumu's camps. Now, he's doing the same on the bottom side, even though there's no Drake for them to take. And Kha'zix actually should have the edge on this because the Rift Herald is up there. So, with that Rift Herald available, with that edge on the lineup, they should actually have a pretty solid advantage when it comes to... Hold on, Mumu trying to make a play in the mid lane. Immediately throws down the ult, so Nico and her clone get caught, and Kuna takes it away with a nice spear. Good long-range Q. Sneaks that one away. It's actually the first kill for Kalista. Kuna finally starting to get a little bit of the desperately needed gold. Mid lane, first tier turret, sieged up by the Kale. Look at the damage, the attack speed. Amumu's going in. He doesn't have the ultimate. Let's see what he can do. He's rooted. He's gone. A great Maokai ult, snaring up multiple members. Whoa, hold on. Shen going back on in. Not exactly what you wanted to do, but tanky enough with the heal from the Kalista. Survives, but Kale's doing what she can. She's got the ultimate. Divine Judgment. She already took out 2. Kha'zix tries to go back in to finish her off, and her ultimate goes away. It's a double kill for the Kale. A total of 3 for 2. But technically a 4 for 2 as Nico went down at the very beginning of the fight, and that's what Pepega Clap needed to make their way into this game and start to put a true secure a hold on this advantage. They've got a 4,000 gold lead. They're pinging out the Rift Herald. Shaco's headed there now. There is a control ward, so they should know from the side of Team Sarcasm this is happening. Now, just going to go ahead and start it up. 10 kills to 13. What a great fight in that mid lane. A lot of that was off of Mumu, even though he knew he was probably going to go down, going in anyway. And basically everyone turning and blowing a bunch of spells to try to take down the Amumu meant that Kayle could just sit back, auto. And this is what Kayle does past level 11. She's got massive attack speed. The Rage Blade, as well as that Stinger, is just going to be flying through your health bars. Krista 1, that was unwise. Again, squishy supports warding by themselves. And, yeah, a nice just Q rend by the Kalista. Picks up the kill. Foul Jester, not in any harm's way. Quick hop over the wall. Gets the Shaco away. 4-2-1 his score line. He's starting that Leandra's Torment. He's also got the Rift Herald sitting in his inventory. We'll see where he decides to put that. And what lane of pressure. Wouldn't be bad to drop it in the bottom lane. Try to secure all those exterior turrets. That global gold, pretty nice. Foul Jester playing very forward and very aggressive. He can't ward, though, with that Rift Herald sitting in his trinket slot. So, without being able to ward, he's going to have to just rely on those boxes. Goes ahead and gets a recall off while they've got time. From the side of Team Sarcasm, they're just trying to clear the lanes, get some pressure, get some breathing room off of their turrets. Now, they don't have any good vision on the Baron, and that's something they do want to fix sooner than later, whether it's the Scuttle Crab or whether it's some wards. The fact that there is a Shaco on the enemy team could be joined by the Shen to try to tank that Baron. They could 2 or even 3-man the Baron very early on. They're not doing it just yet, though. Instead, focusing on this bottom side as the next Drake going to be spawning here shortly. Shaco headed down there immediately, and it is Infernal Drake, which would be a second Infernal Drake to Pepega Clap if they can secure it. Juna flashing away as Shaco appears. Good, wise flash. If he hadn't, he probably would have gotten feared, and even though Kalista did miss that Q, they might have been able to pick up that kill regardless. Oh, the push comes through from Pepega Clap, starting us off strong. Well, continuing strong, I should say. Not really starting off as we're 21 minutes into this game. Second tier turret falling. The Shaco decides to hang on to the Rift Herald through that. So he's not dropping it just yet. He doesn't have all day. It's about halfway through its timer. He'll still have to drop it at some point. Root onto the Kayle. I live for fun, taking a good beating. Lots of damage coming out from this Lux. Actually, hasn't even completed her support item. Instead, rushing to Luden's Echo. Infernal Drake started up on Pepega Clap's team. Shaco jumped on. He's going to go ahead and ult, trying to get away. Lux ult tries to steal away the Baron, but it's smited by a Mumu, so it has been secured. And now Shaco going to be trying to recall, making a little bit of a fun play. See what you can do. He's been popped. He's got a lot of damage. He's rooted up. He just got nothing. A nice ultimate from Judah roots the Shaco, and they've been able to find themselves a kill, but now it's all getting turned around as Doc Shocker goes in. He's already dropped that ultimate, trying to set up Kayle to pick up multiple members. She's gotten one, turns onto Arcane Vixen, double kill. Bandage shots from Doc Shocker will miss God's size, so they back away and head towards this mid lane. Now keep in mind, if Shaco died any earlier, or any later, he might not have been able to actually drop the Rift Herald because he'd still be respawning before the Rift Herald is able to be used. However, he should come back up in time with only 10 seconds left remaining to actually be able to drop the Rift Herald. And they've secured themselves an inhibitor in the mid lane. So, good stuff. Okay, seeing what he can do going in, but even if you're tanky, you're into 4 members. And Kayle is able to just walk right through you. Lux ultimate. That's a great ult by Kayle once again. Divine Judgment takes away the final spark options. Finishes off the Kha'zix as well. Double kill. Triple kill. Is it going to be the Quadra? Shen onto Arcane Vixen. The Nico using the ultimate to get back to the fountain safely. Nice Shaco ultimate to avoid that damage. Nexus turrets are dropping. Nexus itself will go down. And a quick turnaround. The game was over in literally 2 minutes. We got a dancing Shelly, ladies and gentlemen. Pepega Clap puts the clap on. That is a serious clap. What happened? What actually happened? Things were fairly even at like the 18-minute mark. Pepega Clap, yeah, they got a little here, yeah, they got a little there. Okay, so they take away the second Infernal Drake, and then the game's over. The game's over. Just like that. What on earth? Craziness. 13 news, Jason. I was right on the red, but we are still fairly even when it comes to total bets. You've won one, I've won the other, but we'll see what comes down. My 11 points were good. Whoa, hold on, Fox Nova. Oh, added, you fools. There we go. That was good. You fools. Didn't bet on us, Foul Jester. Yeah, I did. I know who the players are at. Shelly MVP for sure. All right, let's go through the MVPs and honorable mentions quickly to then turn around and try to get into a game number 3. So, for the side of Team Sarcasm that did lose that game, even though I thought they were doing pretty good. I thought they were doing all right. So, let's look at their overall champions. I mean, Daisy MVP. No, I'm gonna say this is actually a tough one, guys. Give me your thoughts in the chat. What do you think? Who should get honorable mention? Who should get MVP for the blue side? For Team Sarcasm. I think that what I'm going to say is honorable mention to Kristen 1 for, and sorry I'm taking a little bit longer. I actually don't like to take a long time with these. I kind of like to roll them out and get moving on to the next game. But this is a bit of a tougher one because some of the players did some pretty good stuff. You think Lux should get MVP? Okay, let's do that. I liked her snares. Honestly, her snares and her ults were pretty darn good. So the one thing I didn't like about Kha'zix was his tendency to over-engage. There was a couple times that he really didn't need to engage as much as he did. So I think what I'm going to do is give a shout-out to Godsai for some good jungle movement. But his over-engaging was a bit too much. The positioning around mid lane, getting caught out by the Amumu ultimates a couple of times, not exactly the best. However, honorable mention I'm going to give over to Juna, especially for the early game plays, as well as good damage, good pressure, good gold. I mean, look at that. Had the highest minion farm for his team. Pretty good stuff, as well as the ability, or with that ultimate, setting up with Lux to get a bunch of kills in that bottom lane. So, pretty good stuff. Lux had a good flash that broke my ankles. Honestly, that flash was so good. That flash was so good. How did it break your ankles? I don't know how, but man, I love that. That early game play between the two of them was so beautiful. All right, for the side of Team Pepega clap. Before we get to that, thank you so much to SkiLift1 for that follow. Welcome, you're now a minion. You can help us push down that mid lane. We'll eventually get to the second tier turret. I promise it does exist. For the side of Pepega clap, honorable mention going to go over to Foul Jester for just delaying that Maokai on the top side so much. And honestly, just for a fun game. Guys, I enjoy watching Foul Jester. I just enjoy watching this Shaco. He's so crazy. And then I live for fun, doing very good at staying alive in the mid lane versus the Nico until level 11 hits. Now, the MVP is not so much for the post level 11, because post level 11, not that big of a deal. Yeah, she gets crazy amounts of damage. Yeah, you said her auto-attacking people. Okay, ultimates were very good by I Live for Fun. Don't get me wrong, the Kale Divine Judgments were beautiful, fantastic, great stuff post level 11, but the kills is not something that I'm giving MVP for. What I'm giving MVP for was playing a champion that's worse than a cannon minion in lane and only dying once, even getting a solo kill on the Nico afterwards. Good stuff out of I Live for Fun. So, congratulations to you guys. I'm going to post that on the Discord. Let everyone know what those MVPs and honorable mentions were, as well as post-game. At some point, hopefully before the weekend, we will get them all listed in the true full list of honorable mentions and MVPs. Update the stuff down below on the stream. So, the Ultimate Hackster, I'm Godside. Got to change my Twitch name. You can do that. Yeah, it's not that hard, and it's free as well. So, I don't even think it takes any time to update. I think it, like, instantly updates. So, I can have fun now. People can't get a free item and ruin me. I was literally a Candy Mania before and nothing more. Yeah, so tell me quick, Foul Jester, have you figured out whether or not the, let me go ahead and switch to slideshow, but I'll keep chatting.